because it's Thursday.
Hey guys, for those of you who don't recognize me, I'm Mattie Washburn. I've been on here a couple times doing timeline-related videos. James wants me to start doing this new show that we're calling The Vanishing Point. I wonder if he can make the words come in. Oof. I am too jittery of a person. Today we'll be talking about a character that's long been neglected on this channel. Just a couple weeks ago, we got word that Static Shock Season 3 is finally coming to DVD. Last year, we finally got Seasons 1 and 2. They did some promotion for it. It's good. There's no subtitles on Season 2. I'm upset about that. It has been fun to finally go back and rewatch these shows the way that we are supposed to view them, without the Kids WB logo in the bottom left corner. With Season 3 coming up, I figured it would be fun to see just how old was Virgil throughout the series. In episode 1, we're told that Virgil is 14 years old. We get this information whenever the gangbangers try to get him to join up, and he tries to use his age as an excuse to not do that.
I'm only 14, and I'm too stringy to be a banger.
They don't care. They take him out to the docks for the big old gang war. Boom, Big Bang happens. That episode, come to conclude, happens around fall due to the whole homecoming premise. I swear to God, if things just start falling on me. A little bit later in the episode Frozen Out, we're told that it's been over a year since the Big Bang.
She used to come to the church for meals, but I haven't seen her in more than a year.
Right after the Big Bang happened.
This episode happens around Hanukkah. There's snow everywhere. So the little bit over a year makes sense. By this time, Virgil would have to be 15 years old. The next time we're told about how long ago the Big Bang was is the episode Flashback, where Nina ends up getting powers that let her travel through time, and she goes under the name of Time Zone. By the end, she decides she doesn't want to do it anymore, erases herself from the Big Bang, and we're told that was about 2 years ago. We're also told it's around summertime, so Virgil's birthday may not have happened yet to make him 16 years old, but we'll see. Also in that episode, Virgil, Time Zone, and Gear travel back about 5 years to the Dakota riots. While we don't see him, there's a 10 or 11-year-old Virgil running around somewhere doing what 10 and 11-year-olds do. They're fidget spinning. A couple episodes later in Future Shock, Static is thrown a little over 40 years from his present.
No big surprise considering you just hopscotched over 40 years.
So this means we have roughly a 55-year-old Virgil with the Justice League. A couple episodes after that, we have another crossover episode. Green Lantern shows up in Fallen Hero. While we're not told anything about Static's age during that episode, we are told later in Justice League Unlimited's The Once and Future Thing.
Last time I saw you, you were too young to drive.
That information's not disputed at all by Static. We're gonna assume that he's 15 years old here.
Hey, I'm almost old enough to drive.
Also in the Once and Future Thing, Static states,
The miracles of modern medicine. 65 is the new 30.
this seems to mean that he's 65 by that time, especially since Terry mentioned that they're about 50 years into their future. Yeah, this says he's 65. Seeing as Static wasn't old enough to drive by the time he met up with Green Lantern, this would mean that his birthday is sometime between summertime as seen in Flashback and the fall as seen in Shock to the System. Moving forward, in Hoop Squad, it is around the time of the All-Star NBA game, which is typically held in February. So since we're finally past the fall season, we can definitely say Virgil would be 16 years old by this time. It's still a little strange though, because in this episode, Static's identity is still not known by Mr. Hawkins. That's not found out until a few episodes later, and in that same episode, Static makes a comment about the family car was going to be his next year, so he still may not be old enough to drive, but he's 16. Just a few episodes beforehand, and why wouldn't he be able to drive? Hey James, should we do a Static timeline video? That would make sense. I guess wrapping everything up, Virgil was 10 years old when his mother died in the Dakota riots, was 14 when the Big Bang happened, became 15 sometime throughout the show, possibly got to 16, maybe he just didn't get a car till he was 17. Either way, we also see him in his mid-50s and mid-60s much later on as a member of the Justice League. How do I end this? I don't know how to wrap a show. I'm Mattie. This has been Vanishing Point. Stay tuned for more DCAU content coming from the Watchtower Database.